Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Ellie, aka All Too Swift, and I upload videos about all things Taylor Swift and sometimes more. It has been a hot second since I have made a Taylor Swift related video. Most of my videos lately have been about college life and all that kind of stuff, which makes sense because that's what my life is now. But Taylor is still life, so obviously we have to talk about her every second of every day. Or in this case, just for today's video. So, for today's video, I am going to be giving you guys my ranking of Reputation pre-Taylor's version, obviously, since we keep clowning for it. So I figured, might as well make my ranking while we wait for her to announce Reputation Taylor's version, since Lord knows we're going to be waiting a very long time. Before we get started, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and comment down below your prediction if you think Reputation Taylor's version is going to come out in 2024, or if you think it's going to be 2025 or maybe even later. Personally, I think it's 2025 because we're nearing the end of 2024, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, without any further ado, let's get on to the video.
I remember it. Too well.
I'm going to be starting at the bottom of my ranking and going all the way up to the top. Also, just a disclaimer, I feel like I always have to put this out there, but if I don't like your favorite song, or if I like a song that's your not favorite, it's okay. It's just an opinion. It's not that serious. It's just my music opinion. It's literally like has no weight whatsoever, and I literally change my favorite songs every other day. Don't be salty. So starting off strong, in 15th place is, surprise surprise, Look What You Made Me Do. This song is so much fun and I love the music video, but I have heard it so many times. If it comes on, I don't think I would skip it, but I definitely would not seek it out on my own. Just, it's repetitive. It's fun, don't get me wrong. I've heard it so many times. In 14th place is Ready For It. Once again, an amazing song, super fun, but I've heard it so many times. Also think the music video is so super cool, but it just, I don't know, I've heard it so many times. I do think, however, it is a very good album opener. I think it's one of her best album openers. I think it sets the scene for Reputation very well, but it's not something that I actively seek out and try to listen to. 13th place is This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things. I love this song. It's like, just like fun and like lighthearted. The little bridge part where she does the laugh, like it's funny, but it almost takes you out of the song a little bit, so you're like jamming, and then it like switches up, and I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily. I think it's fun, I don't dislike it, but it's not my favorite. 12th place is Dress. I really like Dress, and I'm honestly kind of surprised that it's this low in my ranking because I really do like it. It's very spicy, but I think it's a good song. It just, I guess, doesn't really stick out to me. I do really like the bridge a lot, and it reminds me a lot of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which is one of my favorite books in the entire world, and if you haven't read that book, you definitely should. I don't necessarily ever like actively seek it out to listen to it, but I won't skip it if it comes on. Number 11 is So It Goes. This song is really fun, and I really like the production of this one, and it always reminds me of the end of the Reputation Stadium tour. At the end of the film, this song plays during the credits, and so whenever I hear this, it literally just like transports my brain to that specific point of the Reputation Stadium tour, which isn't a bad thing by any means, but I just think it's funny that that's immediately what my brain associates it with. Yeah, overall, there's not really a whole lot to say about it. I think it's good, but it just, I don't know. In 10th place, we have Dancing With Our Hands Tied. This one is really good, and I really like the production on this one too. I don't know what it is about it, but I just think it's fun, and it's just like, I don't know, I really enjoy it. In 9th place is Don't Blame Me. This song I love so much, and the transition on the Eras tour is everything. Just the high note, and her little high note pose that she always does where she has her microphone and she does that thing. It's so cute, and I love it so much. Such a fun performance to watch, and I love the transition from Don't Blame Me to Look What You Made Me Do on the Eras tour. I just think it's so fun, and it's so creative, and like the whole Don't Blame Me for What You Made Me Do, it's a masterpiece. In 8th place, this might be kind of controversial that I have it this low, but 8th place is Getaway Car. I love Getaway Car so much, but I do feel like it is the slightest bit overplayed. One of those tracks, kind of like Cruel Summer, that was like all underground and like, ooh, like only real Swifties know and appreciate this song, and then it like blew, well, I don't know if it blew up necessarily, but I feel like it kind of blew up inside the fandom, and so now like everyone knows Getaway Car, and Getaway Car is everyone's favorite song, and so I've just heard it so many times. But I love it so much, and I think it's amazing, especially the bridge. I am a sucker for a good Jack Antonoff song. That's probably an unpopular opinion because I know a lot of people are salty that she works with him so much, and they're all like, you know, Taylor needs to take a break from Jack and whatever. But no, I adore that man. I love Jack Antonoff. I think he is the best person to ever exist. I would kill to work on a song with that man, quite literally. I think he's amazing. I love his production. I love his stuff. I love his sound. I think it's so much fun. I love Getaway Car as a whole. I love the vibe. I love the little poem thing before she performs it on the rep tour. And of course, the bridge with Jack. The little sketch that they did, like, because so in Miss Americana, if you haven't watched it, that's what that's from, the little sketch part where they're like talking and like coming up with it and like whatever that they did at the Eras tour. I feel like that doesn't make sense. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But the bit, I love the bit. It's like my favorite thing in the entire world. It's iconic. It's so much fun. My brothers and I, for a while, whenever that song would come on, we would do that because I had like just watched Miss Americana and was like obsessed with it. So I taught my brothers to do that part because I thought it was so funny. I love it. I think it's amazing. 7th place is New Year's Day. I love this song. I think it's so pretty and it's so sweet, and I don't know, there's not a whole lot to say about it, but I just think it's a really good song. And the idea of someone becoming a stranger whose laugh you could recognize anywhere is just so powerful because it just shows how you can be so connected with someone and know literally everything about them and be able to recognize their laugh, and then to go to complete strangers and not talk to them at all, but you still know everything about them. I just think that's so powerful to think about, and how people can kind of cycle through relationships and different like times in their life, and even just like people that I know that we were so close at one point and now we don't even talk. It's kind of interesting. It reminds me of the song Stranger by Olivia Rodrigo. The idea that someone can be a stranger, but you literally know everything about them. It's so weird to think about, but it's also so true. In 6th place is Delicate. This might be controversial to have it up as high as it is. I know maybe not a lot of people like it because it is a single and because it is one of her more popular songs, but I love Delicate. I think it's so fun. Yes, it's a little bit basic, but I think it's so much fun, and I love the music video. And this song is always going to be one of the most meaningful songs to me just because it's my little sister, who, her name is Ruthie. She's 4 and she's my favorite person in the entire world, but this is her favorite song. It's literally been her favorite song since she could talk, when she was like, I don't even know, like 1.5, when she first started talking. Like, this was her favorite song, and it's been her favorite song her entire life. She loves Delicate, and she made me learn the choreography to the music video with her, and so sometimes I'll go home and we'll put it on the TV and we'll just do our little Delicate dance, and it's so much fun, and it's just such a special connection that I have to that song. So Delicate is always probably going to be pretty highly ranked for me, even though objectively as a song it's not maybe as amazing as some of her other stuff. I do think it's going to be one of my top songs purely for nostalgic reasons. Okay, now we're getting to the top 5. So I love all the songs on Rep. There's not a single song that I dislike, but now we're getting into the songs that like I really, really, really love. Number 5 is I Did Something Bad. I love this song so much, and I love the lyric, "They're burning all the witches even if you aren't one," because it just shows how people are so quick to jump on trends, and they're gonna burn all these witches. Even if you're not a witch, they're still gonna burn you. If you don't know very much about the Salem witch trials and witch hunts and all that, you should read The Crucible. Actually, I love The Crucible. Basically, there was a time in history where women were accused of being witches, even though they weren't witches. But they could do things that people didn't have explanations for, or they were too smart, or too pretty, or too whatever. And people didn't like that. And so they quite literally got burned at the stake. It just shows that people are so quick to jump on the bandwagon to criticize someone, even if that person is not worthy of that criticism. And I think that's just such a powerful metaphor to use because, one, it's completely true as to what she was experiencing during the Rep era. People were pretty much hating her for stuff that like was not really her fault. And second of all, it matches with the imagery of Reputation so much, and it's all like dark and edgy and like witchy. And I just think the whole vibe, it goes together so well. And I also just love the way that she sings that part in the rep tour. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look it up, but her performance of it is so good and I love it so much. I think her voice in that is just so pretty, and the way that she changes it from the actual version to the live version is just, it's seamless, it's beautiful. I love it so much, and you should definitely listen to it. Number 4 might be a little controversial again, but number 4 for me is Gorgeous. I love Gorgeous, and I have loved Gorgeous for a long time. I think the production on it is so much fun. I love the little baby voice at the beginning saying Gorgeous, and then I love the little, like, the ding, and then the, like, I think it's so much fun. I think it's so cute. It's so just, like, playful and just lighthearted, kind of, and I think it's an amazing song. It's so catchy. I love Gorgeous, genuinely, with all of my heart. Okay, now we're getting to the top 3, which is like my holy trinity of Reputation songs. And low-key, this like kind of changes relatively often, but for now, my top 3 are as follows. Number 3 is probably another rather controversial one because I feel like a lot of people despise this song. But number 3 for me is Endgame. I love Endgame so much. I know a lot of people don't like it, and they kind of make fun of her for it and say, oh, well, she's trying to be a rapper and all this. But I think it's fun, and I think it's lighthearted, and I don't think the rap is that poorly executed. Like, yes, I guess it could be better. It's not like the most flawless, seamless rap I've ever heard, but for what it is, it does its job, and I really like it a lot. I'm also just kind of a sucker for rap in general. I honestly don't listen to that much of it, and I need to get more into it, so if you have a rapper that I should listen to, let me know. And I love all the different name drops and different references and things in it. I just think it's so creative, and it's like poetry, but it's not. I love rap, and I need to expose myself to it more. So I love Endgame for that because it does have the rap verses in it, and Taylor's verse specifically is one of my favorite rap verses I think I've ever heard. I love it so much. It flows. It's just fun. I love it so much. Yeah, Endgame on top. Number 2 is Call It What You Want. I love Call It What You Want. I honestly had kind of always sort of skipped over this song, not like skipped it, but just didn't appreciate it for what it was until I was watching Miss Americana and she played it acoustically in there, and I am a sucker for acoustic songs. You will learn this about me. I love stripped back, like, acoustic versions of things. I think they're so cool, and I think it really just gives you a sense for the lyrics of the song because I'm a huge lyric person. Obviously, we know this. Call It What You Want. I think it's so good. I adore the bridge of that song. I think it's so good. I think it's so cute, and just the idea of wearing someone's initial around your neck, but not because they own you, because they really know you. I think it's so beautiful because it's very easy to be like, oh wow, like she's wearing her boyfriend's initial on her neck. It's not because he's in charge of her or because he owns her. It's because he gets her and she actually feels that connected to him, and they're so intertwined that she feels like she can wear that and she wants to tell everyone that she loves this man. I just think that's like such a cute little like metaphor thing. Like, it's so cutesy. And then last but most definitely not least, my favorite song on Reputation is King of My Heart. I love this song so much. Literally with my whole entire heart, I adore King of My Heart. I think it's a masterpiece. I think the production is so fun. It sounds so cool, and if you are driving and you have the windows down and you turn it all the way up, best experience ever. It's my favorite thing. The bass is so good when you get it where you can feel the bass in your soul. Chef's kiss. Amazing. Literally my favorite thing ever. The lyrics, masterpiece. The production itself, masterpiece. The song, masterpiece. Literally the best thing on Reputation to ever exist. King My Heart. I love it so much. And the thing that's so cool about it is that I love it with all the production and the heavy bass and all that stuff, but I also love it acoustically. And I think that says so much about a song when you can love it both as full, heavy, super ultra production, but then you could also love it when it's stripped back and it's just a girl and her guitar. I think that's amazing. Favorite performance of it ever is where she played it at this couple's, like, I think it was like their engagement party, but she plays an acoustic version of King of My Heart at their engagement party, and It's so beautiful. I love it so much. It's my favorite thing. I wish there was a high quality recording of it somewhere, because the only recordings I can find are on YouTube, and they have people like yelling in the background and like whatever, which understandably so. Like, I would be screaming if I heard that live. It's so good. I love it so much. If you haven't heard it, you definitely need to. I will link it in the description, because this is a thing that every human being needs to hear in their lifetime, is King of My Heart acoustic. I literally think it might be one of my favorite live performances to ever exist. Like, out of all of Taylor's live performances and out of live performances in general, that genuinely might be one of my favorites. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully I didn't ramble too much about Reputation songs. But I love doing these ranking videos. I think they're so fun. They're so stressful because it's so hard to choose songs. I always feel like I'm like hurting the feelings of one song if I pick one over it and whatever. And truth be told, my rankings literally change like day to day. It's actually so insane how inconsistent my rankings are. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know which ones you agreed with and which ones you completely disagreed with. I would love to hear. Comment down below what your favorite song is on Reputation and your least favorite song, because I'm curious how they compare and like how they fit in my ranking and whatnot. Or you can just comment your entire ranking if you want to, because I would love to read that as well. Also, if you made it to the end of this video, you might as well subscribe, because you stayed here the whole time, so you obviously enjoyed it. And I make super similar videos to this all the time, and they're pretty fun, if I do say so myself. So you should definitely stick around. Give this video a big thumbs up as well while you're at it, so that other people can find it. And yeah, I love you guys so much. You are beautiful and amazing and talented and kind and wonderful and smart and all of the above. And I love you so much, and I hope you have the best day ever. Bye guys.